we are in lesson 9.2b. So on the last lesson, I was just giving you, trinomials, quadratics, and I said, okay, do you remember how to factor them? And then I'm going to set it equal to 0, and then those are called my solutions. Those are my X-intercepts. It is where the parabola crosses the x-axis. So today, what I'm going to be able to do is look at these and then figure out, well, where are the x-intercepts and what does the parabola look like? So, leading off, x squared minus 2x minus 8. All right, well, let's just graph it first. So, what are the factors? What are the zeros of this? What two numbers multiply to make 8 and add up to 2? Multiply to make negative 8 and add up to 2. 4 and 2. And then the signs. So first do the numbers in your head, 4 and 2. And they're going to go here. And then about the x squared, x and x. Okay. I want them to add up to negative 2 and multiply to negative 8. Negative 4. Yep, and if you're not sure, you would do this inside-outside thing and say, okay, how do I make it a negative 2? An x plus 2. So, since I'm like really small on space, I'm going to solve zero product property. X minus 4 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. And you guys can do this in your head. The answer is the opposite sign. Okay. All right. Here we go. Those two numbers are my X-intercepts and my solutions. You need to plot on the graph 4, 0, and negative 2, 0. Those are my X-intercepts. So plot those 2 points. That's where the parabola crosses. And this isn't very much because I just have these 2 dots. I don't know what the shape of it is. I don't know how far down this parabola goes. So what do I need to find out if I want to know the shape of this parabola? Like what other piece of information is important in a parabola? The Y-intercept is important. Y-intercept means if you plug in 0 for x. So I can do, and then is there something else that's important? So he's right. What is the other piece of information that matters in a parabola? Not the domain, not the range. What are some other things that we learned? Vertex. Yes. So here's what we can do. I can find the Y-intercept. That means plug 0 in for x. 0 squared minus 2 times 0 minus 8. Zero minus 0 minus 8. What's my Y-intercept then? What's my Y-intercept? Negative 8. So I could mark that, but that's not my vertex. So I define my Y-intercept, my X-intercept, and now my vertex. How do I find vertex? Here it is. Negative b over 2a. A equals, here's A, B, and C. A is 1, B is negative 2, and C is negative 8. A, B, and C. Vertex is x equals negative b over 2a. Negative negative 2, negative b over 2a. Two over 2? This is the part that many of you still struggle with, finding the vertex. And then once I get this number, what do I do? Once I get this number, what do I do? Plug x into a squared. I plug this 1 back into, because I want to find the y. So I can say plug 1 into y equals x squared, 1 squared, minus 2 times 1, minus 8. Okay. 1 minus 2 minus 8. All right, what is it? This negative, say it again. Negative 9. So my vertex is 1, comma, oh my gosh. Over 1, down 9. So I've really got a good shape here. I know what this looks like. You guys, this word we've learned before, axis of symmetry, you know how it's always on the vertex? The axis of symmetry is also halfway. So look at these red dots. What's halfway? How many spaces are in between these red dots? Can you count them on your paper? How many spaces are in between red dot and red dot on my X-intercept? 5. Make sure to count the 0. 6. So what's in the middle of 6? How many spaces over? In the middle of 6 is 3 spaces. So if I go over, everyone look at the board. If these are 6 away, halfway is 1, 2, 3, is here. This right here is also my axis of symmetry, and it's what my vertex is on. The vertex is in the middle of your parabola. That we know. The vertex is in the middle of your parabola. It's perfectly shaped on the left, and it's perfectly shaped on the right. So now I can draw my parabola. Draw a smooth curve, please. Draw a smooth curve, and there is your parabola. So I had to do 3 things. I had to find the x-intercepts I factored. I had to find the vertex. You don't have to find the y-intercept, but it did help us. And so it's like one of those, we can do it. So I had to. I don't even know why I'm using this pencil anymore. Driving me crazy. Step 1. Okay. Step 1. Find the x-intercepts. By factoring. Step 2. Find the vertex And that's like x equals negative b over 2a. And then 3, graph or draw the line. So I'm not using a table of values on this. I'm going to find the x-intercepts. I'm going to find the vertex. I really don't have to find the y-intercept unless you want to do that. So these are the important things that I want us to do for now. Okay? All right, so this is just one example. I've got a problem. Let's do another one. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. And we have to find the vertex. I have 3 more examples to do. Step 1, find the x-intercepts. Step 2, find the vertex. All right. So let's practice factoring it. If it starts with 2x squared, what are the first numbers in my parentheses? It starts with 2x squared. What are the first numbers in my parentheses? How do I make 2x squared? What are 2 things?
2x and x.
2x and x. It has to be. So 2x and x. Obviously, that's going to be my first, right? First, outside, inside, last. Now, my last is negative 3. How do I make a 3? What makes 3, guys? What multiplies to make 3? 3 and 1. Now, I'm just not sure if it's 1 and 3 or 3 and 1. So I'm going to do like I always do, 1 and 3, 3 and 1. I'm not sure which one it is. I need to make a positive 5 in the middle. Let's do the top, outside, inside. 2x times 3, that's 6. And then the inside 1 times x, 6x and 1. 6 and 1 would make 5 if I subtract them. Let's check the bottom. 2 times 1, outside, 2. Inside, 3x. 2x plus 3x. Ooh, that makes 5. So now, this is good. Now, I need to figure out a positive 5. If I want that to be a positive 5, then I'm going to have to do the 6 and the 1 part, you guys. So the 6 and the 1 means this top row. Positive 6. So x plus 3. So that this is 6x and 1x and negative 1. 6x minus 1. That makes a positive 5. And again, you're checking, like outside, inside. How do I get a positive 5? So 2x minus 1 and x plus 3. Solve. Find your x-intercepts. 2x equals 1, x equals 1/2. X equals negative 3. Okay. Plot those points on your x-axis. 1/2 comma 0, negative 3 comma 0. 1/2 is between 0 and 1. It's like this in between 0 and 1 right there. And then negative 3 is there. Okay? I need to find the vertex. X equals negative b over 2a. Negative 5 over 2 times 2. So we got a fraction, no problem. Negative b, b is 5, a is 2. Negative 5/4, which by the way is the same as 1 1/4. So my vertex is going to be negative 1 1/4. I have to change it to a mixed number because I can't graph 5/4. Now, this is one where the numbers are so crazy. I would let you use a calculator. So let me show you how this works. 2x squared, 2 times. Now 1 1/4 in the calculator. So this calculator, I'm not going to enter it into fractions, but I am going to make it like 1.25. Negative 1.25 squared plus 5 times negative 1.25 minus 3. Decimal answers are totally fine. Let me do it for you. I'm going to do the exponent first. Negative 1.25 squared. Positive 1.56, and then I have to multiply it by this 2. 3.125 plus 5 times negative 1.25, negative 6.25 minus 3. So calculator work matters. It matters that you know how to do it, that you enter the squared in first in the calculator. So 3.125 minus 6.25 minus 3. Negative 6.1. So my vertex is negative 1 1/4 and like negative 6.1. So 1 1/4 to the left, down 6.1. You're approximating because it's hard, right? Negative 1 1/4 down 6.1. Like kind of in the middle of a box there. Okay? Okay. So I'm given a quadratic. My job next one. How can you write the factored form if I'm given a graph? So now I'm given this graph, so I need to write down, you guys, what are these X-intercepts? What are they?
Negative 5.
Wait, hold on. Don't answer every question. Negative 5 and 1. Okay, can you write that down? How do I make that into a parenthesis? Remember how I would find this as my answer, but then the step before it was me having a parenthesis? What does that look like? Like this. What would be inside the parentheses if I got this as an answer? If x equals -5, what's going to go in parentheses? X plus 5. Write that down, the opposite sign. If x equals 1 is the solution, the x-intercept, what was in parentheses? X minus 1, the opposite sign. Good. Okay. This right here is factored. The quadratic means I FOIL it. So guys, go ahead and FOIL it. First, outside, inside, last. Go ahead. I'm not going to write it all for you. You do it. FOIL it. Tell me what the trinomial is. First, outside, inside, last. Same as everybody else. We're doing notes. Take notes. What'd you guys get? What is it? X squared. What? Foiling's not hard. Why are you guys so quiet? I know. You just want to copy off me? Yeah, well, too bad, Chad. Outside, -1x. Inside, 5x. What's that make? 4. Yep. What's last? 5 times -1, -5. That is, or maybe I could write, you could put y equals. I could put f of x equals. Okay. All right, let's do one more like this. I'm going to give you a graph. First job, we find the x-intercepts. Okay, what is it? My ordered pairs are here and here. X equals, what's that at? 3. And x equals, what's that at? Okay, what are your two parentheses? Write it down. What your two parentheses would be. Table 5. What's in your parentheses for this? X minus 3, x minus 9. Good. Are you doing it? Okay. Awesome. The vertex is here. It asks what the vertex is. Just look at it. What is that ordered pair? Over what and down what? What is it? Over what, down what? Count. 6, over 6, down -9. Okay, that's easy. Just look at the vertex. And then if I wanted to know the quadratic, first, outside, inside, last. Multiply it. Go. First, outside, inside, last. X squared. What? Negative 12x. Okay, take it right. Thank you, Carla. Someone else. Plus 27. There it is. So I have to practice finding vertex, and I have to practice plotting the x-intercepts. Or then I do the backwards. If I'm given a picture of the parabola, I have to look at the graph. Where is the x-intercept? And then make my two parentheses. And then I write down all the information. Vertex, quadratic. Okay, this is good. All right, your homework is practicing of this, 9.2b. And it starts, and you'll see it. And this last page, 9.2c, that's what we're doing tomorrow. So can you just leave that? Don't do 9.2c. But 9.2b, you're doing 35 through 36. That's not bad at all, right? 35 through 36. Good job.